right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll start this drive going to the air. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Takes it the other way. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Southern Cal!
I love this free safety and how he plays center field, and oftentimes he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. To the air on first down. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, and the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game, and just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being aggressive. And
trying to beat the D deep. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
And right now, it looks like there's 12, 13, 14 guys on defense. I mean, last possession, you saw him break on the football, get the pick six. Now, another opportunity again. Dialed in, focused, breaks on the football, but that's why he plays defense. Shows you why he's not a receiver, but this defense is dialed in.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Upstairs he's got it. Timeout taken by the Spartans, their first of 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
And, man, if you want to make big plays down the field, that's how it's done. It starts up front with the offensive line, and he had so much time to go through his progressions and then go through it again, man. So much time in the pocket. He delivers the big play down the field. Kudos to that offensive line right there.
Looking to throw on first down. He's not afraid to go deep. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Looking for a man. It's Mayaba. On target. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer. Wow.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Going deep. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. Just about set to get this second half underway. And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jordan. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chains.
And that's a welcome sight for this offense, man. They really struggled to run the football in the first half. And I promise you, at halftime, in the locker room, first drive, guys, we got to come out, own the line of scrimmage, get the run game going, and that's exactly how they start this half.
Finds his man. It's Anderson. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. He'll take that completion.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Looking for space, it's Jordan. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still, just a very short gain.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
The noise bouncing off of Sparty's armor as they encourage the green and white on 3rd down. To the air, it's Mayava. Trying to set up the screen. Breaks into the open. Touchdown Trojans! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Spartans offense, ready to go to work. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. The run inside. It's Edwards. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And finally, we see a nice gain. That's his best run of the game. And this offense works best when he is going. And then you can throw the passing game and the play action, and there's more balance. So maybe that's a sight of things to come. Maybe they can get this thing going and get back in this football game.
Caught in the backfield. It's McCray. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions, really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fires on the move, and that is interception number 3 on the day.
One thing I love about this linebacker, guys, he's really good against the run, but he's also nice in coverage, too. That time, a cover 2 look by the defense, so he's just playing in space. He's watching the quarterback's eyes. He's able to jump the route and come away with a turnover.
Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Finds his tight end. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go.
And you can tell they set up the screen action, but how about the ability to adjust, right? I see what the defense is giving me. You going to leave that open? Okay, I'm going to take it right now.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Pulls it and fires to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball in the perimeter. You toss it out there, you're running back. He gets out there faster. We got a positive game. Still a couple plays here left, too.
He'll run it again. Headed to the end zone, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, USC. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The Spartans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. With the catch, it's Smith. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And this is why there's a lot of receivers that go alligator arms and they start tiptoeing over the middle of the field because you don't want to be living where these big physical linebackers are. This guy, though, completely fearless, crosses the defender's face. He makes the catch, gets absolutely laid out by the linebacker, but he holds on anyway.
He's got an open man. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
And obviously trailing in this football game now in the second half. This is exactly what they talked about at halftime. We've got to create some explosive plays in the passing game. They're going to need a lot of this, and the defense is fully aware that they're going to throw the football. That's a great start to this second half.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires left side, and Smith makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a 1st down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
Well, it feels like everybody else on offense has been getting some in the passing game this drive. Finally, they get the tight end going, too. He's like, dude, I'm good, and I'm open. Throw me the ball. That's a...
Ball is loose. And the fumble goes out of bounds. They'll maintain possession, actually picked up yardage on the play.
You start to get that offense going and start having success, you've got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, I take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go, you on the sideline, you in the game.
Running inside, it's Edwards. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. And the Spartans in the hurry up. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his 2nd PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on 4th down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away and doing it cleanly. No PI, and as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
Back to pass, it's Mayava. Safe completion on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Here comes the option. He'll keep it on 2nd down. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lets one fly deep. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. And the Trojans decide to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off play action on 1st down. Under fire. Pressure's there and he gets rid of it. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 4th down, looking to pass. Lets it fly. Finds a man in the middle. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. Now the play fake. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. He tries to take the top off. Just about had another one picked off. They've already thrown 3 in this game. They're lucky it wasn't 4 there.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And just not enough field to hold that one. It's incomplete.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on. Down early, didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Now it's a 1st down from the 43-yard line. Looking to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
Fires to the wideout. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his 2nd of the game. Instead, it brings up 3rd down.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Edwards. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were on the last 4th down.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And I like the aggressiveness. Man, you're down 4th quarter. You got to continue to make things happen. And this is a couple 4th downs in a row. Shoot, Palmer, maybe they should have gone for it on 4th earlier in the game with the amount of success they're having.
Yeah, who needs punts and who needs field goals? At this point, let's just dial it up every time. And I'll tell you what, his quarterback's doing a nice job bailing out the coach on some of these aggressive play calls, too, because he's going to the right place with the football on these critical 4th downs.
Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. And the Spartans want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did. And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. It's Jordan. And he's knocked down.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40.
Booster!
Back to pass, it's Mayava. Under fire, and down he goes. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. The Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll take it on the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Michigan State's offense heads out, ready to go to work. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. After the big 1st down sack, it's 2nd down. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. They'll run play action. Here's the pressure. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered.
And, guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Bringing the heat. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring. I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Unloads it left. And it's picked off at the goal line. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. The run inside. It's Edwards. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
The offense has it 1st and 10 from their own 20. Looking to throw, it's Fancher. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Got some room to run.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Escapes the pressure to his right. He's going to take off. He goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Punch it out of the air. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. A 1st down run in the red zone. And he's in! Touchdown, Trojans!
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. From inside his own 15, looking for room. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here we go, final play of the game right here. Using his legs, it's Edwards. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Well, some might think this head coach has a tough locker room speech after this one. I would suggest that he starts with, "That's just bad."
Bad. Or, as Reese Davis would say, ungood. Just very ungood performance. Flush this one down the toilet. Move on. It's not your best day. You lost in ugly fashion, to be honest, but better days ahead.
And I think a lot of this has to come on the shoulders of the players. They need to be able to realize they just didn't do enough. So they've got to turn the page. They've got to go back to work, have a great week of practice, and put out a better effort next week.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody. it's great to have you with us from Jones Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? It's the South Carolina Gamecocks and the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Lubbock has one of the best fan bases in college football. When you step on the field, they are welcoming, they are loud, and they are passionate about their Red Raiders. This has become a must-visit venue. If you're talking about college football, do not sleep on Lubbock, Texas. The Red Raiders are ready to roar. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Running inside, it's Dickey. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Snap it to the back. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Now from the 40, it's first and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Williams. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
To the air, it's Hammond. Snagged in the middle, it's Simmons. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Wants to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. Could not make his way to the corner.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to fire. Williams got it. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game. But when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
He's got him still on his feet. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. looking for space. It's Fuller. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. Hey, no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
Throwing, Sellers. Pocket breaking down. Throwing on the run. Makes the catch down the right side. You want to talk about changing field position. The huge play takes it down to the 37. That last big play has them in position to threaten here. 1st and 10 from the 37. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Moves around to clear up the vision. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB, scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
But nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
Rushes on him. Throws toward the end zone. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 3 yards. 1st down for the offense after that penalty. Run inside. It's Fuller. Shakes off the defender. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. And the Gamecocks are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll run it. It's Fuller. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
And he didn't get the pitch off, and he paid the price.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Dropping back, it's Hammond. Pressure coming. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. A little screen to the running back. And the screen goes nowhere. They stop him for no gain on the play.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Need 10 yards on this 3rd down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. The Red Raiders racing to the line in the hurry-up. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
They're looking to throw on second and short. Catch in the middle, it's Simmons. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Motion from the wideout. Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking downfield, it's Hammond. Throws to the tight end. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You've got to catch that and make that a pick.
Final play of the quarter coming.
Enter. Doc. Circuit.
They'll go back to the air on second down. This time on target. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Well, the offense staying aggressive. They've had success all game long. They just came away with a big play, but finally give up a sack. If they can keep this quarterback standing up, though, they can extend their lead.
It is great to have you with us from Jones Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. There's just something about the nightcap. After a day of wall-to-wall football, it just seems this is when chaos ensues. It's the South Carolina Gamecocks and the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Catching up with the South Carolina head coach before the game, bringing his team in on the road against a very good team, ranked in the top 25. They have everything it takes to compete. This is a big matchup that fans are excited to see, but he said we have to execute early and eliminate mistakes at the line of scrimmage. Guys?
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And the Red Raiders will kick off first, and here we go. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Running inside, it's Fuller. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Here's Sellers to throw. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Got his man on the right. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down.
This defense is going to have their hands full trying to keep this guy in the pocket. They do not want to let him get outside because of that speed. His ability to extend plays makes this offense very, very unique as he's able to get the completion there to move the sticks.
Making side adjustments here. Play fake, Sellers. Time to take a shot. He's got it way down the field. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And they talked about his speed all week, but it's one thing to talk about it. It's another thing to see it. You see that young man out wide, man. He can fly, and he runs right by the defense. They take a shot early, Palmer. They find the speedster, and he finds the end zone.
And I think the defensive coordinator right now is just kicking himself because you're right. I mean, they watched film all week long. You've seen this guy torch defenses. You cannot play coverages that allow this guy to take the top off and get behind your back line. That right there is just a big mistake defensively, a bad call, and kudos to the offense for finding the matchup and making them pay.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's forced out of bounds at his own 19-yard line. An excellent job of coverage on that one. Dropping back, it's Hammond. Throws for the tight end. That's caught. It's Carter. Took it all the way inside their territory, down to the 40-yard line, and that's where they'll set up shop.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Carter. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Pulls it in with one hand.
Well, that's about as impressive as a short gainer catch as you're ever going to see. I mean, didn't get the first, didn't go very far downfield, but it was pretty looking. He caught it with one hand. I mean, I guess there's that.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to throw. It's Hammond. Here's a heat. On target over the middle. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
And love offenses that are willing to find matchups and take advantage of them. Like, use your running back in the middle of the field. You want to use a linebacker, so be it. He can beat it. This guy has really good speed, really good ball skills, and I like the way they're using him out of the backfield.
Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. Snaps it in the shotgun. Here comes the heat. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders! He just makes it look so easy. Impressive run.
So impressive. Time and time again, he can buy time, make you look silly, and the defense is just kind of like, wait a minute, you got him? I got him? No, well, nobody's got him.
And they did tack on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. On the run from inside his own 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Sellers. Under fire. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. But when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
The Gamecocks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down.
And nice job on 2nd down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching him off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the 1st down.
Back to throw, it's Sellers. Fires to the right. Makes the catch, it's Hunt. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary. Catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
Throwing Sellers. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, make it a statement early in this football game. I'm open. Get it to me. He's already got 2 tutties on the game. Nice job making his presence felt early in this football game.
And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they covered the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 17-yard line. Excellent job by the kick coverage unit to keep him from getting the sideline. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll start this drive going to the air. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
On the left side, grabbed by Williams. They were able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. The Red Raiders will send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. It'll go out of bounds, depends on where they spot it, but looks as if it'll be around the 45. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Fuller.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. And the Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Steps into this one and unleashes a booming punt. My goodness. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Caught over the middle. It's Simmons. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
I love the job by the receiver there on the crow route against zone coverage because he finds the soft spot, but he also does a nice job coming back to the football, and it's not easy. When your quarterback's got a cannon like this guy does, and he's throwing a bullet at you, there's a lot of guys that would be hesitant and they would want to wait for the ball. Not this guy. He went and attacked it and secured the catch.
After the 9-yard completion, the playbook wide open on 2nd and 1. Looking downfield, it's Hammond. Got his man. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
Slants are very tough to cover, but they become way tougher when you got a big body wide receiver like that. It's almost like basketball where he's boxing you out. He gets inside real quick, uses that big body to shield you off, and even if you're playing man-to-man, you just got to get him on the ground and try to disrupt him some way.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Dickey. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
Running backs nowadays, they are wide receivers. I mean, you got to feature them in the pass game. Why? Because you get matchups on linebackers like this. Great job getting the football near the line of scrimmage. Bam, break a tackle, make something happen, get 10-plus yards.
To the air on first down. Makes the grab on the left. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Well, you've seen the last 2 plays now. This guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon and a guy that this defense has got to be ready for.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. That defender reacted immediately when he saw the play and just set his hair on fire toward the ball carrier.
And you got to see those plays. Those plays are very fast. It happens quick. There's no fake to a toss. It's pitching on the outside, trying to get to the wide side of the field. Great job by the defense. You got to set those edges by the defensive end, and everybody fly to the football.
To the air. It's Hammond. Under fire. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
They punted away on 4th down. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Here's Sellers to throw. He fires one deep down the right side.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric trying to help Tech on this 3rd down. Gets it to him on the screen. Still running at the 40. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Now, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it.
Boy, did that one have revolutions on it, but it's incomplete. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. Sellers to the air again. Shoots it to the left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Turning on the Jets. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, South Carolina. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score coming on the touchdown pass from 55 yards out. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Back to throw, it's Hammond. Fires to the wideout. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He unleashes a long one. Goes high to pull it in. It's a seam wide open. Touchdown, Red Raider. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
What a massive play for the offense. And sometimes when you're calling it deep in your own end, you're expecting man coverage or at least the one-on-one to the outside of the field, and that's what they had. The quarterback put air under it. The receiver shows off his speed. They make the catch, and it's not just a big first down. It's a touchdown. That is a momentum-changing play.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They go play action with Sellers. Oh, they're after him. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And the defense makes a play, finally. This is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
Sellers. Looking for a big play. He's got it down the field. Across midfield, down to the 41-yard line is the huge play as this offense rolling.
And this QB and wide receiver, like they are in lockstep. They know exactly where they're going to be. QB really trusting his receiver to make plays. And if I'm him, I'm just going to keep finding him. Because so far, the defense has had zero answer for this 1-2 combination.
To throw, it's Sellers. Unloads to the wideout. With the catch, it's Harbor.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Trying to escape and get it himself. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
Well, two things I love by the quarterback on that play. One, his ability to flush outside the pocket and make a quick decision. No one's open and I'm taking off and running. And two, get out of bounds. No need to take a big hit. Just save yourself, save the body. Fresh set of downs coming up. Well done.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
The Gamecocks with a second and short to keep this drive moving. motion from the wide receiver. Throwing Sellers. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown Gamecocks! Makes the grab right along the back of the end zone.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. And now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. They'll run this play from the pistol. Here's Sellers to throw. Here's the pressure. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Fires left. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. And he will step out of bounds, but what a way to get the ball back for his offense. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Hits him in stride at the 10. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. So they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. That is no good. Guys, a missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Texas Tech will start the drive. The offense ready to go. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
To the air, it's Hammond. Bringing the heat. Had to start that slide a little early, and he'll be short of the first down.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble.
Man, that is such great third down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that first down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. Great place to start for this offense. Sellers. Moving out to the right. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to pass. It's Sellers. And the defense is there. He got away for a second, but not for long as they knock him down for a loss. The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on third down. Sellers through the noise. Deep shot for the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And the Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
To the air on second down. Zings it complete to the right. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
Take the profit, right? Pitch and catch. Defense and zone coverage. Receivers got some access. Just spit it out to him. Let him catch it, advance, and get what he can get.
Blue 30. Replace. Rush.
Scanning the field is Hammond. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Makes the grab down the middle. Turning it on. What a play all the way inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 29.
We always talk about yak, and that was third and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmakers like that can do things after the catch, any play could be an explosive one, and you saw it right there. Tremendous job getting it to him early, and he does the rest.
You put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
They'll move the wide receiver. The run inside. It's sticky. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Finds his big tight end. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the game day.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Dangerous throw there that's knocked down and incomplete.
It's nice having zone eyes on the quarterback. I tell you what, you got to lead, be smart, don't give up big plays, drop back in your zones, but watch, when the ball's thrown, you can see the guys break on the football immediately and go make a play.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
It's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. That's why everybody has to do the tip drill, DBs and receivers, and it worked out this time for the offense.
That's exactly what you want as a defender. Just get your hand on the football, let that thing bounce, and you see so many big plays made, but it was the opposite. It goes right to the wide receiver, makes the play, makes the catch. Man, that's frustrating for a defense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture after such a long drive. So many first downs. You've gotten right down to the doorstep. 4th down, you want to be able to pay this thing off and punctuate this drive with a touchdown.
Escape! Escape! Soak it! Jack! Soak it! Soak it! Nah! Jack! Nah!
Back to throw, it's Hammond. Lets it go to the end zone. Fires a bullet, now it's picked off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Sellers on the play action. Showing the arm strength to the left. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And that's exactly what I would do, too. Why would I not keep throwing that dude the football? I know it was incompletion, but he has had a day. He's been cooking this secondary, and they've tried to find ways to get him the ball because he has been so dynamic today.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Quarterback may change this route. pulls it on the option. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. From the gun on third down, Sellers. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Keeps it and gets past the chains. A huge pickup on this play. They finally get him out of bounds, and that is some kind of way to wrap up the third quarter. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Running inside. It's Fuller. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
He's going to let it go. And that'll be incomplete as the pass is knocked away, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's see who it's on. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Throwing, Sellers. And the completion to the sideline, a solid pickup, but not enough for the first down. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. The Gamecocks can really attack on this 2nd and short. He might want another play.
139 Albatross. 139 Albatross.
Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Stepping to the right. He'll pull it down.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back, he finds the holes, and man, before you know it, he's just chewing up yards and making big plays.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Pocket breaking down. He's sacked. This defense all over it.
And the defense gets him on the ground for the 4th time today, by the way. They've pressured him. He's still done an unbelievable job making completions. But you know what? Get him on the ground when he's got the ball. He can't make something happen. Keep hitting him. Keep getting him on the ground.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Reads it, fires complete. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
Dropping back, it's Hammond. Throws to the wideout. And wings it incomplete.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. He's got it down the middle. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. And the Red Raiders come to the line in the hurry-up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Wants to throw again. Fires to the wideout. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush them.
He's going to fire deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Rush is on him. Chase to the right. Going to try to get it himself. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's Sellers to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Might be changing the route. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Looking for a huge play. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, this guy has had himself a day. Already over 100 yards receiving in the game, so no wonder the quarterback's looking his way, and no wonder the defense now has finally figured out they're trying to throw it to him, so we got to cover him, and we got to knock balls down and force incompletions.
And it looks as if this one's going to carry into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Snags it quickly on the left. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
Well, if you could give a helmet sticker to this defensive coaching staff, they would get one because of the plan they've had for this guy at wide receiver. He is one of the best in the entire country with his speed and his athleticism, but they have had a plan for him. Whether it's man coverage, zone, they've been able to double him, they've been able to change up the looks, and they have not been able to get him involved in the game, and that's why they're going to win this one.
Pressure coming, and they got him.
And that's exactly what this defense needed. They needed to have something positive. Giving up some yardage, they've given up some plays, no big deal. Got right back in it on this drive with that big sack.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Going for it all. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field.
He'll take a deep shot here. Leaping grab for a big gain. He goes out of bounds all the way up at the 46-yard line. How about that last big play? You're backed up, and now you've got it 1st and 10 from the 46. Sellers. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Here's a heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Picked off. What a play by this defense. Going the other way, and he's got room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football.
And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. A long way to go for this offense. Throwing, Sellers. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because...
Going to take a shot. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Sellers lined up in the gun on 3rd down. He's not afraid to go deep. He's got it on the left. Finds some room. He's at the 10. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown on the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch.
Well, it hasn't been easy, but I'm impressed with what this quarterback has been able to do today, going up against a defense that really had his number. David, he got hit over and over again, took a couple sacks, just turned it over a few times, but you can't talk enough about the composure and the poise and the resiliency of this upperclassman quarterback finding a way to get it done.
A lot of times you get hit, you start seeing ghosts, it speeds you up, and you don't have the ability to do this, to finish the game. But, dude, the toughness, the resilience, the adversity, this is a guy that's played a lot of football, and because of that, he didn't blink, he didn't flinch, and he just finished this game for his offense.